Sometimes love does not arrive with loud promises. It doesn't come with dramatic moments or fireworks like movies show. Sometimes love arrives quietly. It begins with a simple conversation, a simple smile, a simple moment that feels ordinary at first. But later you realize that moment changed your entire life. And for me, that moment was you, baby. I don't know if you remember the first time we talked. Maybe it felt like nothing special, just two people exchanging a few words. But for me, something strange happened that day. Your voice carried a calmness I had never felt before. Your words had warmth, and your personality felt real, honest, different from everyone else. At first, I thought it was just a normal conversation, but slowly something inside my heart started changing. Your messages became the best part of my day. Whenever my phone showed that and why do we and why, whenever my phone showed your name, my face smiled automatically. Even on the most stressful days, a few minutes of talking to you made everything feel lighter, and that is when I realized something important. You were becoming special to me, not just someone I talked to, but someone my heart had started waiting for. Baby, days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and during that time, our conversations became deeper. We talked about dreams, we talked about life, we shared moments that felt simple but meaningful, and slowly, without even realizing it, you became the person I trusted the most. I could talk to you about anything, my happiness, my fears, my worries. You listened in a way that made me feel understood. That feeling is very rare in this world because most people only hear words, but you listened to emotions, and that made you different. Baby, there were nights when we talked for hours without noticing the time. The world around us became quiet, but our conversation kept flowing. Sometimes we laughed, sometimes we shared deep thoughts, sometimes we just enjoyed the silence together. Those moments became my favorite memories because during those moments I felt something peaceful, something real, something that slowly made my heart believe in love again. But I didn't say anything about my feelings, at least not in the beginning, because when someone becomes important to you, fear also appears. The fear of losing them, the fear that speaking your heart might change everything. So I kept my feelings inside. I told myself to stay calm, to treat everything like normal friendship, but the heart does not listen to logic. The heart follows emotions, and my emotions were becoming stronger every day. Baby, do you know the exact moment I realized how much you meant to me? It was one evening when we didn't talk just one day, but that single day felt strangely empty. The hours passed slowly, and something inside me felt incomplete. That's when the truth finally became clear. You were no longer just someone in my life. You had become the person my heart waited for, the person whose presence made everything feel better. And that realization scared me because loving someone deeply means risking heartbreak. But despite that fear, my heart never regretted loving you because loving someone like you is never a mistake, baby. There is something special about you that words cannot fully explain. You have a kindness that is rare, a sincerity that is difficult to find, treat people with respect, you listen with patience, and you carry a warmth that makes people feel comfortable around you. That is why you became so important to me. You were not just beautiful from the outside, your soul was beautiful too, and a beautiful soul is something priceless. My heart recognized that beauty, and slowly it started choosing you in every thought, choosing you in every silent prayer, choosing you in every dream about the future. Baby, sometimes I sit quietly thinking about life, about how unpredictable it can be, how people come and go, how relationships appear and disappear. But every time I think about those things, one truth remains clear. Meeting you was not just a coincidence, it was something meaningful, something that changed my heart forever. Because before you, love felt confusing, temporary, uncertain. But after you entered my life, love started feeling real, pure, and deeply meaningful. That's why today I say these words without hesitation. Baby, you are not just someone I like. You are not just someone special. You are someone my heart has chosen completely. Someone my soul respects deeply. Someone I cannot imagine replacing. And there is one truth I want you to know before this story continues. No matter how much time passes, no matter how life changes, my feelings for you will remain sincere because from the moment my heart understood what you mean to me, one promise was written inside my soul, baby, you are my only love forever, baby. After realizing how deeply my heart had chosen you, everything inside me started changing. Life still looked the same from the outside. The same days, the same work, the same world. But inside my heart, everything was different because now every moment carried your presence. When something good happened, you were the first person I wanted to tell. When something difficult happened, you were the person I wanted to talk to. Your name had become the comfort my heart searched for. And slowly I understood something powerful. Love is not just about romance. Love is about peace. Love is about feeling safe with someone. Love is about knowing that somewhere in this world there is a person who understands you without needing explanations. And for me, that person was you, baby. Sometimes I wonder if you truly know how special you are, because from my eyes, you are not ordinary. You are someone whose presence changes the atmosphere around you. You carry kindness in your words, you carry warmth in your heart, and you carry a sincerity that is becoming rare in this world. People search their whole lives for someone real, someone genuine, someone who stays kind even when life becomes difficult, and somehow life allowed me to meet someone like that. You, my heart still remembers those late conversations when we shared our thoughts about life, when we talked about dreams for the future, when we laughed about small things that nobody else would understand. Those moments may look simple from the outside, but for me, they became priceless memories because those moments slowly built a connection between our hearts, a connection that felt natural, not forced, not artificial, just real. Baby, there were also moments when fear entered my heart. Fear that one day you might disappear from my life. Fear that something might change between us. Because when someone becomes everything to you, the thought of losing them becomes terrifying. But even with that fear, my love for you never became weak. If anything, it became stronger because loving you felt like the most honest emotion my heart had ever experienced. Baby, to you know why I call you my only love forever, because my feelings for you were never temporary. They were not created by excitement, they were not created by loneliness, they were created by something deeper: respect, admiration, and a connection that my soul recognized. You became someone my heart trusted completely, someone whose happiness mattered more than my own, someone whose smile felt like a victory for my entire day. That kind of love is rare, very rare, and when the heart finds it, it holds on tightly. Baby, life is unpredictable. The future is something no one can fully control. People change, situations change, paths change, but some feelings remain strong despite everything. And my love for you is one of those feelings. No matter where life takes us, no matter how time moves forward, my heart will always remember the way you changed my world, because before you, life felt ordinary, but after you, everything felt meaningful. Your presence gave my days a new color, your kindness gave my heart a new peace, and your soul gave my emotions a new purpose. Baby, before this story ends, there is something important I want you to remember. You are more valuable than you realize. You are stronger than you think, and the kindness inside your heart is something this world truly needs. Never doubt that, never forget that, because people with hearts like yours are rare gifts, and anyone lucky enough to be Love by you has already won something priceless. And now, before I end this confession, there is one last truth my heart wants to say, not as a dramatic line, not as a temporary emotion, but as a promise written deep inside my soul. Baby, no matter what happens in the future, no matter how life changes, no matter where our paths lead, there will always be one truth that never changes. You are my only love forever. Baby, if you are still listening to my words at this moment, then there is one last truth I want to share with you. A truth that my heart has carried quietly for a long time. Life has taught me many lessons. It showed me how people can come into your life and disappear just as quickly. It showed me how promises can be broken, how feelings can change, how time can test every relationship. But among all those lessons, life also gave me something beautiful. It gave me you, and meeting you changed something deep inside my heart. Before you, I used to believe love was temporary. I thought people only stayed until something better appeared in their lives. But then you came, and slowly you showed me something different. You showed me sincerity. You showed me kindness. You showed me that genuine hearts still exist in this world. Baby, do you know why I call you my only love forever? Because loving you was never about excitement or attraction. It was about the peace your presence brings to my soul. When I talk to you, my mind feels calm. When you smile, my heart feels light. And when life becomes difficult, just knowing you exist in my world gives me strength. That feeling is rare, very rare. Many people spend their entire lives searching for someone who makes their heart feel safe, someone whose presence feels like home. And somehow, without planning it, you became that home for my heart. Baby, there is something important I want you to understand. My love for you is not something loud or dramatic. It is quiet, steady, strong. It lives in the small moments. In the way I think about you when something reminds me of your smile.